These are 15 unforgettable country songs from the 1970s. And the final track? It was never supposed to be a hit until a convict made it a classic.
From the whisper of the tree. When we were together.
Number 15, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue by Crystal Gayle.
Crystal Gayle is a beautiful lady with one of the best voices in music. In 1978, she released a song that launched her career and won her a Grammy for the Best Country Vocal Performance.
It floated like silk through the smoke of late-night lounges. Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue became Crystal Gayle's signature, and a sultry departure from the twangy standards of the era. Released in 1977, it won a Grammy, topped the country charts, and seduced pop audiences with its velvety vocals and jazzy piano.
And don't it make my brown eyes blue.
Crystal wasn't just Loretta Lynn's little sister. She was country elegance in motion. Next up, a gritty road song from the original Outlaw himself. Number 14, Goodhearted Woman by Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time man.
This was outlaw country at its peak. Goodhearted Woman was born in a poker game and molded into legend by two of country's roughest saints, Waylon and Willie. Released in 1976 as a duet, it celebrated and questioned the loyal women who loved men who lived too fast. The live version pulsed with energy, cigarette smoke, and stage lights. This wasn't your granddad's country. This was Texas rebellion.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time man.
Coming up, a tune that brought gospel glory to the Grand Ole Opry. Number 13, Why Me by Kris Kristofferson.
And Chris, before we do it, I'd like for you to tell the story of Why Me, Lord. I think it was inspired by Larry Gatlin, wasn't it? In a way.
Well, I was moved by a song I heard him singing in church.
It's not often that a song feels like a prayer. Why Me, released in 1972, captured Kris Kristofferson at his most vulnerable, a man wrestling with grace, guilt, and gratitude. It became his biggest hit, not because of polish, but because of its raw, trembling honesty. The song resonated with listeners across genres, proving that country didn't need rhinestones, just truth, and inspired a generation of misfits and dreamers. But next, we hit a crossroads between country and soft rock, and one woman who owned both lanes. Now would be a good time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're just getting warmed up. Number 12, Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt.
Come on back to Blue Bayou.
Few voices could glide like Linda's. And in 1977, Blue Bayou proved it to the world. Though originally written by Roy Orbison, Linda Ronstadt made the song her own, wrapping it in longing, homesickness, and quiet heartbreak. The production shimmered, the vocals soared, and the result was a crossover smash that brought country melancholy to mainstream America. It became her signature ballad, and one of the most recognizable voices of the decade. Up next, a song that brought the cowboy myth roaring back to the charts, but with a Hollywood wink. Number 11, Rhinestone Cowboy by Glen Campbell.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
By 1975, Glen Campbell had already charmed the nation, but Rhinestone Cowboy turned him into a phenomenon. It was more than a song. It was an anthem for every dreamer in denim. With its bright production, sing-along chorus, and Campbell's smooth-as-glass delivery, the track rode to the top of both the country and pop charts. It spoke to the glitz and grind of chasing fame, and made rhinestones cool again.
Well,
but I dream of the things I'll do.
But next, we're heading down to Georgia, and the devil's already warming up his fiddle. Number 10. The Devil Went Down to Georgia by the Charlie Daniels Band.
Went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal.
This one didn't walk. It fiddled its way into history. Released in 1979, The Devil Went Down to Georgia was a storytelling showdown that combined Southern pride, virtuosic playing, and country swagger. Charlie Daniels delivered a spoken word battle with fire and flair, pitting a young fiddler against Satan himself. The song became an instant classic, beloved by kids and purists alike. And with that wicked solo, the devil never stood a chance.
Johnny, rouse it up, you low and play your fiddle hard. Hell's hell's loose in Georgia and the devil deals cards.
But what's next is even more iconic, and it helped put outlaw country on the map forever. Number 9. Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys by Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
This one felt like a warning and a hymn all at once. Released in 1978, this duet between Waylon and Willie captured the heart of the outlaw movement. Gruff voices, honest living, and a tender kind of toughness. The harmonies were rough but real, the message bittersweet. Cowboy life is hard, but it's honest. It won a Grammy and became a generational mantra. You didn't just sing along, you believed it.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Up next, a good old-fashioned barroom cry fest with a voice soaked in heartbreak. Number 8, He Stopped Loving Her. Today by George Jones.
He stopped loving her today.
George Jones didn't just sing country, he bled it. And with He Stopped Loving Her Today, released in 1980 but recorded in the late 70s, he delivered what many call the greatest country song of all time. It's a slow-burning orchestral ballad of undying love that only ends in death. Jones's trembling voice paired with poetic lyrics and weeping strings made this a masterpiece of misery. It resurrected his career and redefined the genre. But next, we lighten up with a dose of humor and a wink from the ladies. Number 7, Harper Valley PTA by Jeannie C. Riley.
And here is Jeannie Riley with Harper Valley PTA.
Who says country can't stir up some scandal? In 1971, Jeannie C. Riley's Harper Valley PTA delivered a fiery takedown of small-town hypocrisy and became the first country song by a woman to hit number 1 on both the pop and country charts. It was bold, clever, and a little bit sassy, all wrapped in Riley's sharp vocal delivery, and it proved that country women had more to say than just tears and teacups.
She said, Mama got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA.
Next up, a quiet outlaw who let his lyrics do the talking. Number 6, Hello Darlin' by Conway Twitty.
That's Conway Twitty. Hello, Conway.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you.
This wasn't just a greeting, it was a masterclass in regret. Released in 1970, Hello Darlin' begins with one of the most iconic spoken intros in country history. Conway Twitty pours every ounce of pain into the words of a man who lost love and never quite recovered. It spent 4 weeks at number 1 and turned Conway into the king of country heartbreak. Every jukebox, every radio, every live show, this one always hit like a memory. But now, we raise the tempo with a beer-slinging honky-tonk hit that never fails to bring a grin. Number 5, Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr.
These country music singers always been a real close-knit family.
If country music had a rebel yell, this was it. Family Tradition, released in 1979, was Hank Jr.'s declaration of independence. an anthem for outlaws, drinkers, and anyone tired of towing the Nashville line. With its rowdy crowd call chorus and southern rock swagger, it became a barroom staple and a statement of self. Bocephus wasn't just living in his daddy's shadow, he was blowing holes through it.
Family tradition. The gentlemen want to know, Hank, why do you?
Coming up next, a song that made country gospel cool again from a legend in white. Number 4, Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton.
Of many colors that I was so proud of.
Few songs tell a story like this one. Coat of Many Colors, released in 1971, is Dolly's personal tale of poverty, pride, and the power of a mother's love. It's simple, acoustic, and brimming with heart, the kind of song that sneaks up on you and never lets go. While not a chart-topping smash, it became one of her most cherished works, taught in classrooms and passed down across generations. And up next, we round the bend into one last country epic, one that was never meant to be a hit at all. Number 3, Lukeenbach, Texas, Back to the Basics of Love by Waylon Jennings.
Out of Lukeenbach Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
Waylon's voice always carried a kind of dusty wisdom, and in 1977, he used it to deliver a country philosophy. Lukeenbach, Texas wasn't just a song. It was an invitation to leave behind the status symbols and get back to what matters. With help from Willie Nelson on harmonies and a laid-back groove, it struck a nerve with a weary nation. It hit number 1, and suddenly, everyone wanted to find Lukeenbach on a map. But what comes next? A voice as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and twice as strong. Number 2, Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson.
But you were always on my mind.
If heartbreak had a national anthem, this might be it. Always on My Mind, released in 1982, was Willie Nelson at his most tender, a confession of love and regret wrapped in delicate piano and soft steel guitar. The song swept the Grammys and touched millions with its vulnerability. Willie didn't just sing to someone. He sang for all of us who ever wished we'd said more. And yet, none of this could have happened without one last ride. From a man who brought prison bars to the Billboard charts. Number 1, Folsom Prison Blues, live by Johnny Cash.
When I'm stuck in Folsom Prison.
When Johnny Cash walked into Folsom Prison with his guitar, he didn't just perform, he made history. The 1968 live recording of Folsom Prison Blues wasn't just raw and gritty, it was revolutionary. Though originally released in the 50s, it found its true power on stage in front of real inmates. With the iconic line, "I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die," Cash delivered a dangerous, electric honesty that country had never seen before. It reignited his career and became a cornerstone of outlaw country. If this song shook your soul, hit that like and subscribe button. We've got more legends and outlaws on the way. That was 15 country songs from the 1970s we'll never forget. And chances are, a few of these are still echoing somewhere in your heart. Which one hit you the hardest? Drop it in the comments. And if you think that was powerful, wait until you hear the stories behind the one-hit wonders that rocked the country scene in the 70s. Click the video on your screen and ride with us into a world of lost legends and unforgettable debuts. You've just taken a journey through Nashville gold, and the story doesn't end here. Real country never dies. It just finds new ears to haunt.